Please note that this Under the Sheets may feature themes of violence, cursing, mental health, and descriptions of sexual acts and desires. Some episodes also contain themes which may be triggering. Please take care of yourself and don't hesitate to ask for help if you need it. I'm not providing medical or health advice as I'm not a professional. So if you do have any medical or health queries, please consult a professional such as a GP or visit www.dirtytalkofficial.com/helplines for certified health organisations. Laugh about it.
Give it to me, baby.
Learn about it. Love it or hate it. Let's do it. Under the Sheets with Tatiana Ashbourne and friends.
Welcome back to Under the Sheets with Tatiana Ashbourne and friends, brought to you by Dirty Talk. I'm Tatiana Ashbourne, and these are my friends. This is Isla, everybody. Hello. Thank you so much for coming on the show. How do you feel?
I feel great. I was nervous, but now I'm okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, it's
Very
exciting.
good. And why did you come on the show?
Well, I came on the show because I think sex is like such a taboo topic to everyone, and I feel like as British people, we find everything very taboo, and I think it's good to talk about it and put it out in the open. I'm a very open book, so I thought I'd come along.
Amazing.
Talk with you.
And what did you, obviously you're fresh out of college, you know, gone through all the schooling. How did you find the sex education system at school?
Just a bit rubbish. Yeah, I mean, if I'm honest, there's so much I need to learn, and to be honest, I've learned most of it through TikTok.
Yeah,
or
that's
things
true.
I follow lots of accounts about, because I still don't know all the parts of the anatomy of everyone's bodies and stuff like that. So I didn't find it very good. I went to an all-girls school. We didn't really have any sex education lessons. Then I left in year 9.
Yeah.
I think I had about one lesson at Brit, and it was I think it was putting a condom on a banana or something.
Yeah.
But I think it's more the science behind it all that I don't know, and how I didn't know how to be safe until I went to sex clinics, and they told me.
Okay.
I'm learning. But,
and what made you go to sex clinics? Is that to learn, or is that because you had sex?
Contraception.
And then okay.
And contraception and exploring what worked right for me. I've done practically every kind of I had an implant, the coil, which was horrible.
Yeah.
Different experiences for everyone,
really?
But horrible for me. I hated it. I took it out after 25 minutes. But yeah, it was. I was sitting on the toilet because it's all your muscles are contracting.
But is it not that for a couple of days and then it gets better?
It's a few days, but I couldn't take the pain. Sorry, I don't want to get into detail, but it's cervix rejects it if it's not right for your body. So it's the pain of something pushing something out, and it's not enjoyable. But that's how I learnt about a lot of things, though. So I'm grateful for going along, and they teach you lots, and they're really lovely. And it's all on NHS.
And what contraception works for you?
The pill combined.
Okay.
Yeah, I just it's difficult in the sense you have to remember, but the patch, I didn't like the patch being on my body in weird places. You have to have it in a certain place.
Okay.
And I just didn't feel very confident. It felt like I just had a massive plaster on me, and it would fall off as well.
Oh,
if you if you get I don't know, if you're sweaty or something, it would just fall off like a plaster. And that means you're not as safe, I guess. And then the pill is just in your body. I didn't reject it. I know a lot of people struggle with the pill, but combined pill works for me, and the implant was just one type of hormone, and that my body didn't like that at all. Okay. With periods and stuff, I used to have just endless periods.
And is that why you started it, or is it because of sex?
Because of sex, I think.
Okay.
And also my period was irregular, so I wanted to find a way of making it regular, and the pill does that for me because you can take a 7-day break, and my period just happens in that break.
Yes.
But I did it mostly for sex at first, just to be safe and stuff. I would use protection, but
yeah.
As well.
And being a teenage girl now, do you see yourself adapting for others and for your friends, or do you see that you feel peer pressure in different situations, or your body image? Do you see yourself adapting for others?
I feel like I used to have, when I say I used to, a year ago, I think, not gonna lie, lockdown did a lot for me.
Okay.
Finding myself, just being by myself, not interacting with a lot of people. I found out that I was comfortable in my own skin. I used to be very conscious about my legs and stuff like that, and my height. I'm quite tall, and I used to don't know, change myself in the sense of like doing fake tan and things like that. Little things like
Yeah,
change, because
yeah.
it is like the male gaze of being like skinny, tanned, blonde, maybe, I don't know. Like it's not everyone's, I know that's not everyone's idea of like perfect beauty, but it is a typical kind of Barbie look.
Yeah.
And I was like always stuck on that. And then I like, you know, cut my hair really short during lockdown, like super short to like a bob, cut like cute hair thing. And then kind of just, well, I was in a relationship, so I became very comfortable
with that person.
And then I think when we broke up after about a year and a half, that's when I started to get more into like my looks again. And then insecurities came back.
Because I mean, you can see through your Instagram, like your hair changes all the time.
Every week.
Yeah, which I love. But like, is that something that's a conscious thing that you're constantly thinking about how to do something different, or is it okay?
I think the hair is more for me because I like changing my appearance a lot.
That's so good.
My mum gets stressed because I'm always like, I'm gonna get a tattoo again, I'm gonna get another piercing, and she's like, just calm down a bit.
Yeah.
But I think hair is like a way of like changing my look without going too far to the point where it's permanent.
Yes.
I think maybe at a time I dyed my hair blonde once back in the day, and I definitely think that might have been for like boys or like people's like impression on me.
Yeah.
And then red's what I've stuck with for a long while, and I think it shows my personality, so I've stuck with it. And I feel most comfortable with it. My hair's like brown actually. But,
yeah. It's funny though, because sometimes I feel most confident being different to others.
Yes.
Like, I don't know what it is, but I quite like being unique with some things, because then I feel like I'm not like everyone else.
Yes, exactly. And that's what you need to find, I think, eventually.
Yes. Yeah, no, definitely. So, would you rather question, would you rather be a jealous, hardworking girlfriend or a lazy but trusting girlfriend?
Jealous, hardworking.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I feel like I am.
Really?
I feel like I have jealous tendencies. Like, I get quite like, I'm quite like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to be lazy though.
That is true.
Like, I'd rather be jealous and have that trait that some people think is quite an ugly trait and things. But also be like, wait, do you mean like hardworking within myself, or like hardworking within the relationship?
Hardworking within like the relationship, plus like you're going to work, you're doing stuff for your life.
Yes,
you know?
that, and then just be jealous.
Yeah.
I feel like that works for me.
So talk to me about your jealous trait that you have.
Okay. I think it's like a thing of like, I have very bad trust issues, because it's like a thing of then like jealousy comes from like people being around a partner or something, and it's like I don't know what they're gonna do, so then I just become jealous of them automatically. But I think it is kind of a trust thing mostly.
And do you think there's something that's happened in your past that has made you less trustful?
I think it's like seeing what my parents' love life was like.
Okay.
In the sense that my parents broke up when I was a lot younger because of things like dating and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And seeing that it's not always one person for the rest of your life, and like knowing that you are going to be going through a lot of people. As a kid, I saw that as kind of like, okay, so I can't put all my trust into one person. Yeah. And that's what like kind of just carried on happening. And I don't like, I have a great relationship with both my parents. I see both of them still, but like I just like know. I just think from an early age I knew that it wasn't just like mum, dad. I have step parents as well. Yeah. And I think I just like my trust within like men and just people as well, like it's hazy. I don't know who to trust, and I don't know. I've had like when I was a lot younger, I was used a lot for like things like, I don't know. Okay. When I was a few years younger, I feel like I was used a lot, and no one really invested their time in me. And then I obviously met my ex, and he was great, but I just think maybe I wasn't suited for him properly. Yeah. People
aren't suited. It's sometimes a relationship can work so well, but there's just something that's not there. You know, you're not 100% in there. And so, do you? How did you cope with that feeling of feeling like you were being used, and how do you try and, like, with your ex-partner, how did you try and change out of that? You know, trust issues wise, or are you still working on it?
I think it was time. Yeah. Like seeing actually what he wanted from the relationship and what I wanted. And kind of just like, I think I just had to kind of almost force that trust initially, and just be like, you can't just like jump to conclusions about everyone you meet. Yeah. Because it is only going to make you like a very insecure person, and very like hard. It's going to be hard for them to open up to you as
Yeah.
well. So I kind of just let it go, and like I think it's still a thing I'm like working with new guys.
Yeah.
But I think I have more confidence in myself now. I'm a bit like I can brush it off my shoulders. If
Yeah.
someone uses me, I'm like, okay, that's their problem.
Yeah.
But I know that I've definitely used people. Do you know what I mean? Without
Without
without realizing. And then I think back and I'm like, yeah, I probably did actually like use someone, and they probably feel a bit shit about it.
Yeah.
And like I kind of reflect on that in the sense that like, do you know what, we're all kind of in the same boat here.
Yeah, and no one's like perfect as well.
No.
But everyone's gonna do something.
And like you can't always play that kind of victim card, because sometimes you've definitely been in their shoes.
Yeah, at some point in
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we've spoken about we spoke about having sex and being in a relationship, and sex not fulfilling like oneself. And so we spoke that you haven't finished ever in a, you know, with sex.
Yeah.
Talk to me a bit about that.
I think it's always been like I lost my I'm sorry, I'm just
keep
sharing.
going. Yeah, share.
I lost my virginity when I was like 14. So
Okay.
I was quite young, but I felt comfortable. I was kind of like, I just wanted to just do it. And I was just like, no, like I'm interested. I'm not nervous. I'm going to do it. And then like, I didn't really, like I said, like with sexual education, I didn't understand what an orgasm was. I didn't understand how it occurs. I knew that like guys, like I always had this idea that guys finish and then girls can kind of just enjoy.
Yeah.
Like it's just something that was
I
drilled
didn't
into my
even
brain.
realise. Yeah, and I didn't even realise that that's what girls do.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realise they finish at all.
And then I learnt these things through things like porn and stuff, but it's not that's not real. Like that thing of like girls like laughing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just I'd never really like understood properly like how it would occur. I didn't know what I liked personally, because I mean I spoke to you about like I felt uncomfortable like masturbating stuff in my room or anything like that, or like I just felt very uncomfortable with myself doing that. And then as I had more sex, it just never happened. And then now that I think about it more, I get nervous, so I stop myself. It's like a mental thing.
Okay.
So if I feel like I'm like going to, I'm like, no, because I think I just get nervous about where I am and like who I'm with. And even though it was with like someone who was like a loving partner, I still felt like just uncomfortable and on edge a bit.
And why do you think that is? Is it the situation that's a bit awkward, or is it that you're, I don't know, is it worried what they think, or?
I don't think I'm completely comfortable. I'm confident in my body, but I don't think I'm completely comfortable with myself in bed.
Yeah.
As in, like, I still feel like, I think it is. I've like when I've done like reading about it, I know that a lot of women say that it's like it's where they are and they have to be in their own place, that they've made their own home, or it's like, or it's like they're scared about the noises they'll make and things like that. And I thought, do you know, it might be that, because it's always like in a house that's like my parents bought, or like someone else's parents bought, or like somewhere where it's like they bought it themselves, but I'm not completely comfortable with that person in their bedroom or wherever we are. And then it's also like I feel like I am nervous about what will happen, because it's like everyone reacts differently. I don't know.
And did you talk to your boyfriend about not finishing? Was he a bit like, why aren't you, or was it just did it come up?
Saw it as a bit of like a challenge for himself, and then it would just be like, I don't know. It just made it awkward, because it made me feel like he wouldn't be happy if I didn't finish, and then I got uncomfortable, because I was like, okay, it's that thing of like, okay, I'm not good enough then, because he's not getting like what he wants out of me, and that's like an awful thing to think, but it does like just automatically happen. But also I think it is just that thing of like, I never know when it's gonna happen, so I just get like anxious even thinking about it. I don't know why, but I'm so used to like it is that thing as well. Like I was talking to you about how guys, when they're growing up, it becomes a thing of like, okay, they're gonna start masturbating and like watching porn and things like that, and doing that in their own time, and I felt like ashamed as myself to do it as a girl. It felt like a bit like I was like being like dirty.
And have you done it at all or not?
No, I like have.
No,
I have, but I don't actually like just in my bed. I don't enjoy it.
You feel a bit awkward.
I feel awkward, and I think I'd rather do it somewhere else, or like I have to be completely alone in the house, and like I don't know. I think I'm someone who prefers someone else doing it for me. Like I don't. But then I know that from like talking to my friends or like other women, they've told me like it's a kind of thing of like you have to just keep trying and seeing what you like and like using toys and things like that. But
yeah, exactly. That's what I heard when people, because so many women struggle with finishing and everything, and I think doing it on themselves, and like when talking to people, everyone says they have like a vibrator, and they're all like similar vibrators to one another, and they're all like the small like one that they have, and I just think that I've never felt confident enough to go and buy something like that or to do it, you know. I just find it all a bit like not weird because so many people do it, and I don't think it's a weird thing, but for myself I just think like
I bought mine on Amazon.
Really?
It was called a massage, like back massager.
Oh really?
I bought it from Amazon, and then my mum found the packaging in the bin and was like, self-care.
No way. That's so funny.
It was like, because my mum's great. She's like, and so's my dad. Like, they're awesome. They're not gonna like judge me for anything. But I just think me as myself, I was just conscious of it. But I just bought mine on Amazon, but I think I need to go somewhere better than like a £20 like back massager. And then in the actual packaging it said what it was. But I know what you mean. It's like I would feel awkward going. I did get suggested a place in Camden that's apparently it's literally Cyberdog. Do you know Cyberdog?
No.
That chain of like, it's like you go under.
Okay.
So the Cyberdog's like a kind of they sell like rave stuff, and then you go downstairs and there's a sex shop, and apparently it's really great.
That's
in
so
Camden,
cool.
they have one in Brighton, and I live in Brighton, so I like my dad.
Yeah.
So I might go there. Because
That's
apparently
so
it's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, there are tons of sex shops, but Cyberdog's a really cool place, and it's like a club once you go inside. It's really fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've heard that that's good, so I might go there to like have a look and even just have a talk with like staff about like what to recommend, because they're so good in those places.
I know, it's so funny. Whenever I go in, we do trips to Ann Summers as Dirty Talk crew. We all go in, and it's quite funny going in because obviously like I'm lucky that most of the crew members know exactly what everything is, and I'm there like actually running the show and I have no idea. And like there's the woman at the shop that's like being like, oh, this is this, and I'm just like, what?
I know,
like, tell me more. I'm so interested.
I know.
And then
I love
probably in the
it.
car home, like I'm like, okay, so tell me more about this thing. Like, how does it work?
I know, it's so interesting. There are so many things like I still need to learn, and even when I'm like introduced to some things, I'm like, whoa, I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah,
that is
literally.
insane. Yeah,
it's crazy. And so tell me more about your first time.
Okay, so my first time, it was in, he had a really lovely, it was quite romantic.
Really?
I must admit. We had some red wine and like a zoo each.
No way.
And we were just in this like, actually no, it wasn't so romantic now that I'm remembering certain things. Sorry. We had Friday night dinner on in the background.
That's a good show. Good show.
But it's not good if you ask.
Yeah.
Because it's just got like some naked old man on it eating things out of a dustbin.
That's so funny.
Yeah, no, but it was lovely. Like there was a fireplace and everything. But
and so he was the same age as you?
yeah, but he wanted to carry on, and there you go, I must be a bit of like a player then if I was saying I screw people over, but he wanted to carry on, and I just didn't feel like it was
vibe. But also you can't, but you're not using him because it wasn't a vibe for you, you know.
Yeah, technically I moved, I didn't actually carry on going.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like
and that would have
been
been worse.
Honest. Yeah, exactly. But he was like, yeah, no, I want to like carry on. I think he had a bit more feelings for me than I did for him. But I just, we went to the same school, and it just felt like, it just didn't feel very like we had a connection. But he's a lovely guy. I still talk to him and stuff. He's really
that's
sweet.
nice. And do you feel like you were the youngest out of all your friends?
No.
Really?
I feel like I was like, not a mother, I would say, but I feel like I'm quite like mature.
Yeah.
Like I don't hang out with a lot of people in my like age group.
Okay.
But then I don't know. I think I was the first out of my close friends at the time to lose my virginity and things like that.
Yeah.
But that's not a thing I didn't think ever like, oh, that makes me older.
Yeah.
But it's like I always felt like I'm a lot more comfortable in my skin than like a lot of my friends at the time and stuff like that. And now I've like gravitated towards like people who are a few years older than me. Like most of my mates are like early 20s or like 20.
And do you look back at your first time and think, oh my god, okay, I was very young, or not really?
No, I don't think so. Because I felt comfortable, but
that's the main thing.
Not compared to now. As in, like, compared to now, I'd be like, yeah, she was younger.
Yeah.
But I don't think I look at her and go, wow, you were so young and like very naive. Because
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
like I went around it fine.
Yeah.
I was comfortable with myself. I didn't push myself to do anything I didn't want to.
Yeah.
And I came away from it fine, not worried
Yeah.
about it. And I don't think back at it and think like, oh. I look back at it and think like, okay.
Yeah.
He was a nice guy. It was sweet, but we weren't like in a relationship or anything. But it was just, yeah. I think even at that time I was quite comfortable in my skin, but not compared to now. No.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
And then from that first time, did you keep having sex straight away? Not with that guy, but as in, did you, or was it a while since you had it again? Till you had.
Oh my god, my brain. Wait.
Because then you obviously said you were with your boyfriend recently.
I think I got another boyfriend.
Okay.
Wait. Yes, no, yes, I met a guy.
Mm-hmm.
I met a guy, dated for like 4 months. He was great. He actually never finished, fun fact.
Wow.
So we were both just going at it for ages and it was nothing
That's
would
so
happen.
true. That's so funny.
We just accepted that was the
Yeah,
fact.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
I was like, we both just broke up. Not because of sex. I think
Yeah,
we just
yeah.
didn't have a connection.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like relationship, short relationships.
Yeah.
Oh god, I can't even remember. I'm trying to think. And then I think it was like short relationships, casual. Yeah, then a casual fling
Okay.
with like actually you do know. Yeah, he's been on the show.
Okay. Yeah. I know.
But, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Then flings, and
Yeah.
then I met like my ex who I was with for like since like lockdown started in like 2020, and then till like I'd say a year and a half later, and then we were on and off, and then I had like a crazy time where I just went a bit mad,
Yeah.
and like I wasn't very comfortable in my skin, but then I just kind of was like, like hot girl summer,
Yeah.
and I was
yeah.
just going crazy, but yeah, no, I'm all clean. That's a good thing.
That's the main thing. Yeah.
But no, it was a bit manic. Then
And
no.
so, do you have some wild sex stories, or not really?
Well, I do. It depends if I can remember. I think no, I wouldn't say like. It's just like when I think these are the ones that make me cringe, right?
Okay.
The ones where it's like a night out and you're a bit drunk or like whatever, and then you go back to someone's place with your mates. And then I remember this one night,
Yeah.
and I'm actually quite ashamed of it because I'm a bit like, why did I do that to myself? But they were like getting off with these other guys, and then this
Yeah.
one guy, I just think he just needed like sex. and then I think.
That's
I
so
think
sweet.
I think I found him attractive, and then we went into, and it was pitch black, and I was tripping over things, and then we did it, and it was awful. It was dreadful from what I remember, and it was all in the dark.
Do you
I
think
don't
that was
remember
his first
really,
time
but it's
then?
like, no,
Yeah.
he was. I think he just wasn't like. I don't know. I think he was actually like questioning his sexuality a bit because he was
Okay.
talking to me about it a bit, but he just wasn't very comfortable in himself, and he was like talking throughout the whole thing, and I was like,
Yeah.
calm down, babe. But
Yeah.
but that was interesting. I don't know, like I feel like yeah, no, I've got some like moments where I got introduced to properly like kinky stuff, like
Go on.
mouth gags and all that shebang, and
Okay.
like tying and stuff like that, all limbs,
All
like,
limbs. Yeah.
that was with an older guy. who
Okay.
we kept on having like sex for a while.
Can I ask how much older?
I was legal, by the way.
Yeah.
He's 20 years older. So
Wow, okay.
a lot older.
Yeah.
We didn't meet online or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I knew him from like work.
Okay.
And then we just like bonded, like not
And
romantic.
bonded.
Use
many
bondage,
ways, yeah.
But we just, I think it just, we knew that there was an attraction there, and it was like this kind of sexual tension had been building over like 4 months because we knew each other, like we'd see each other in person. We didn't
Yeah.
have our numbers or Instagram or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
We just saw each other in person, and then I remember he like walked me home once, gave me a kiss on the cheek, and I was like, this is weird. And then like I saw him again like a week later, and then I think like I just went back to his, and then we carried on having sex for a while, and then now it's kind of like I just can't be bothered. I just
Yeah,
find
yeah.
it a bit irritating.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Wow.
he was like, he's good. And like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like the most fun, like cool, like
Yeah.
cool experience.
But like, it's interesting all the.
yeah, I
Yeah,
learned a lot.
Yeah.
That sounds weird.
And
but
so is
yeah.
that now a
I
new
learned a lot
thing?
by myself, I think.
Yes. And is that like a new thing for you, using bondage and all
Yeah.
that? Okay.
I like ice cubes as well. Fun fact, they're actually really fun.
You're another person that said that. Someone
Ice
else
cubes
said
are
that.
so much fun.
Really?
Yeah. Like until it gets like
But they
just
melt
not
like
too
too-
many. Because
Okay.
you get a wet bed, and nobody likes a wet bed.
Yeah.
But a couple ice cubes are fun.
And where would you say put them?
Nips, your nips, and
Yeah.
like I don't like it down there because
Okay.
it's just a bit like
Oh, coldness. Like, oh.
But I
That'd be
think
so
like
cold.
on the belly and like if they have it in their mouth, kind of
Yeah.
thing, and they're like going down, and then get rid of it. And,
Yeah.
Yeah. But like that's nice. I like that's what I discovered and things like that, and just like
Yeah.
I'm not someone who likes being completely submissive. Like
Yeah.
submissive. Yeah. I'm a bit of both, but I think that can be done with things like bondage and things like that. You
Yeah.
can flip it around. But
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
It's fun. Yeah. So that was something I learned. I feel like I completely went off track to your question. What did you ask?
No, it was just.
Fun, like
Fun stories.
Cool.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
included. I haven't had that experience yet, so.
It will come. Hopefully not with an older man like that. Anyway,
I'll choose wisely and I'll let you know.
He was attractive. Wasn't I?
So, do you, oh, I've completely lost my train of thought. I've forgotten, but anyway, but I'll say
fine.
another thing.
Come back.
Yeah, exactly. So we were talking about your sexuality earlier, and you said that you were very curious about who you are and stuff like that. Talk to me more about that and why you're curious and what you need to explore more.
I think I've come out as bi like 5 times now, and then gone back on myself and be like, no, I'm just straight. But then
Yeah.
I think it's because like I said to you, like I appreciate women's beauty completely, but I've never had that like with men I get that kind of like sexual urge, and then like with girls I don't always get that, apart from a few.
Yeah.
But they still, it does scare me a bit, like the idea of like, and also I'm always attracted to more dominant girls.
Okay.
So I feel really anxious, someone being like, and most of the time they're smaller than me, and then I'm like, and they're like not like, they're like friends or something.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
we become like interested in each other. And like I think every time the idea of sex with another girl has come up and they've introduced it and been like, we should.
Yeah.
I just panic, and I'm just like, I do want to, but I just like, I don't know what even like to, that's the thing, I just don't know what it's like really like, and like porn videos of it isn't extremely helpful.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I've only really I've only had sex with men, so I only know how to like, I only feel like I feel confident in how to please a man. And then it's like, because I'm not even confident in myself,
In yourself,
like,
yeah.
with the female like body and everything, I don't know how I could like go onto another woman's body and do it for them.
I suppose maybe like you could, I don't know why, not that I'm trying to give you advice,
No,
I have no
please
advice to
do.
give, but
Yeah.
I feel like you could probably use loads of like vibrators or whatever to try and get them aroused to begin with, or something like that.
No, I know that there is one girl, I feel like she's very confident, so I feel like I probably
They'll
will
know
go
what
the
to
way,
do.
go
Yeah.
the way with them. But I just always run away from those situations because I'm always a bit like, oh, I don't know what to do, and I feel like I'd be awkward. I'm not awkward during sex, but I feel like with them I'd be like that awkward chatty person that's a bit like, oh, what's going to happen next?
No,
But,
that's true.
But I'm not sure, but like I'm not opposed to it, but I'm just I don't think I could stand there and say like I'm bisexual, so I don't think I completely know that yet.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm completely comfortable in like saying that, and I don't think it needs a label just yet. Like I don't
Definitely
need to
not.
think
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need a label.
Yeah.
But I've always like literally since I was young, always been very confused. And it's like my little brother, he came out as gay when he was like out the womb basically. So he's like very comfortable, and I'm like, I don't know, like it's just that thing of like some people just know.
Yeah.
And I just don't know. I'm
yeah.
very like confused. But yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'll keep you updated.
Yeah, please do. And do you feel like you have people to talk to about these things, or do you? Yeah. Okay.
Definitely. friends and like, to be honest, like my parents and stuff like that. Like my mum mostly will. I'll never go into complete detail because I think sometimes she just wants to be shut up.
Yeah.
Oh
well, I'm not saying yeah. You. No. As in, yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Right.
Shut up. No, but I feel like I have a lot of people to talk to, and I feel like I do a lot of journaling. So I just actually write it down, and then it comes out myself. Like I'm and I figure things out. But I think it definitely needs to be discussed more, and I do actually talk to it with the girls who are interested. I tell them, like, I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, it does scare the shit out of me. Sorry, I don't want to swear. Wait,
you're allowed to swear.
Yeah, we're allowed to swear. I think I've sweared enough already, actually. But yeah, no, I feel like it's great because the girls I do talk to, they're comfortable talking about it as well. So it's nice because I don't think I'd sleep with a girl who made me feel a bit ashamed about the fact I'm not completely sure. But then I'm not someone who, if I was asleep with a girl, I wouldn't act uncomfortable, I don't think. I would just like let it happen. Yeah. But I'm the sort of person that would stop and be like, no, I don't like this. I don't think I'd let it keep happening if I was uncomfortable, because I don't think that's nice for them either. If you know what I mean? Yeah.
And being actor, musician, dancer, all of it, is that how you express yourself and try and like therapize yourself through that, if you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. I think, I don't even know, reading like a lot of plays and doing monologues and playing different characters.
It helps.
It helps. And, like, you did like theatre, didn't you? Yeah. So like, just like it helps kind of like understand how other people feel and how actually that relates to my own feelings, just in a different kind of journey. Yeah. And just reading different plays about, there are lots of plays about like sexuality.
There is. Yeah.
And you can like figure out a lot from that, and just like actual like real stories. But yeah, no, it's definitely a way of expressing myself. And like, I think it is playing different characters that have always made me like find confidence in myself in another kind of way. Like, recently I played like a mum in Pippin, but she's like a MILF. That's what everyone calls her. Yeah. But like that was a very big confidence boost, because it was like playing a mature woman in front of a whole crowd. I usually feel very insecure playing something that's a bit like sexy. I was like, I don't want to do that in front of a load of people. But that was a real like eye opener in some weird way. I couldn't actually completely tell you why it was, but it was. And just, I think, just actually working in hospitality, I won't lie to you, I've like discovered a lot about just confidence in myself, talking to strangers all day. So yeah, lots of ways.
Well, we're going to go to audience questions.
Yeah.
If there is any, let's have a look. Yes, there is. Right. Do you have a celebrity crush where you just know you'd finish?
That's a good one. Oh gosh. Here we go. Wait, sorry, I might have to just cover myself. See, the person that comes to mind, Jake Gyllenhaal. I
don't know who that is.
He played like, do you know Donnie? Oh, wait, what's a film? Can someone name a film? Love and Other Drugs with like Anne Hathaway and. What is a film he's in that's really big? He's known for being like the person who took Taylor Swift's scarf recently. Okay. Or something. He's like Taylor Swift's ex. It's
like perfect for
search
you.
him up after.
I will.
He's just gorgeous. Or there's like Steve Lacy.
Okay.
Steve Lacy.
Still don't know what he looks like, but I will be looking it up.
Gorgeous from the band The Internet, and then he did like a solo kind of thing.
Nice. Okay.
He's someone,
great.
I've list a load, apparently.
Craziest place you've had sex?
I wouldn't say it's crazy. So it's just a bit like probably Southern Rail toilets.
Okay.
Train.
Yeah. How did that come about?
It was with like my like short relationship ex a while back. I think we were just horny teenagers. And was just like a bit like, okay, well, let's do it. And then we did it. It wasn't great. It's tiny.
It's tiny. And smells.
Yeah, and it was not great. I don't really, or a bush. There's a bush. See, mine not very classy. I can't say a nice car or something. If it wasn't, if it was a car, it was a trashy car probably. But yeah, no, not very crazy, just gross.
Well, yeah, but I don't think a lot of people have had sex on a train.
Southern Rail sex, yeah.
Is there anything sexual that you'd like to try but have been too scared to so far?
I actually haven't done anything with like sex toys or anything like that.
Okay.
I feel like I'm not scared to try it, but I haven't done it yet, and I'd like to.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Another question, anal, question mark?
Oh, I tried.
Okay.
Hated it.
Yeah.
I think I was tense though, and like I was just like it was not gonna work, and it was so painful. It's not fun. I didn't like it, but I feel like I just need to be more relaxed. I'm open to trying it again, but like, just eat properly beforehand. That's the thing. I think everyone knows that by now. But,
You've said you can't orgasm from penetrative sex. What about oral?
I've come closer with oral.
Really? Okay.
Obviously, only if they're good.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's something if a guy's got experience. I think it's from oral more than penetrative. Right.
It's a very big word.
Penetrative. Oh, it's not
yeah,
working.
I can't even say it, so I'm not even going to try without looking.
We're going to call it penne.
Oh, no. You're looking past it differently.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, oral, I think I've come closer. Because I just think, I don't know how to describe it. I just think if someone knows how to do it, it's very good.
Okay.
It's very good.
And when you're doing it to them, do you spit or swallow?
Swallow, yeah. I was going to say spit, no, swallow.
Yeah.
I think, no, swallow.
Do you know why you swallow?
I just actually quite enjoy doing that.
Yeah.
Giving head and like, I don't know. Yeah, it's a swallow because I just feel like, I also don't want to spit it out somewhere or like in a tissue. I just think that's a bit like, that's just not what I'd feel like sexually doing.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
I also had a thought. Yes. Maybe when you have sex with a girl, you might finish.
Well, that's what everyone's been. They go like, girls, that's your answer, and I'm like, oh, okay, because I feel like that would happen. But then I also feel like the uncomfortable thing would come into play, and I'd be in my own head. So I'm a massive overthinker.
Yeah. Because I was gonna say if it's about your body or something, then it'll be like, girls, you have a similar body that it sort of will work, so you know what each other's body is like.
No, I definitely think
you're not self-conscious anymore.
Exactly.
But I don't know.
I think it's more like self-conscious of like how I would finish and what would happen because people like make weird noises or like spasm.
I know, literally,
Go shock. But I think I'd just be like nervous as to what was going to happen. But then I think I need to be comfortable with that person.
Yes.
I think that even the girls that I know like who are actually friends of mine, I don't think I'd actually be completely comfortable. I need to know them for a long time and do things with them beforehand.
Yeah.
Before like actually like doing something like going all the way and acting as if I'm about to finish or something like that. Yeah, and I don't enjoy like faking completely. I just think it's like not enjoyable.
Yeah, and also that's what you're hiding from by not finishing. You're hiding from doing that, whatever it is. You know, I don't know what it is. That wasn't my attempt. But
that's what I think.
You know, exactly. That's what I think. Yeah, and so maybe like. And so you can't exactly fake it because that's what you have to do, and it'll probably be even worse faking it because you're more in your head, you know, knowing that it's fake.
It's so complicated.
Everything's
just connected, and it's like, can this just... It's so annoying. Yeah, but, you know.
I know, but it is also...
keep trying.
It's crazy the amount of women that feel the same,
you
know, and
there's a slight comfort
same
in that, though.
Yeah.
Because a lot of my friends are like, really? And then I'm like, I haven't. And then I go online and I read a lot of things where it's like, that, like in their 30s, still happen. And then they finally did from like using a sex toy or
it's crazy.
experimenting with girls or just being comfortable with someone.
And sometimes doing it on yourself because loads of people don't do it on themselves for a while and then they do it and then they finish. Yeah. And you haven't finished on yourself. No.
I don't think I've tried enough though.
Yeah, true.
I'm a bit lazy. I don't know. I just want to watch TV.
It's true. Well, I've got a gift for you for coming on the show. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me. It's been fun.
You're so welcome. So, I actually got you a new vibrator.
Stop it.
So it's lipstick vibes, so you can hide it as a lipstick in your bag. I don't know whether you'll take it about or not, but
brilliant.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
This is Isla, everyone. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's been so much fun. That was awesome. What the hell? It's Summers.
Yeah.
I feel bougie. Wow.
Yeah.
If you would like to be a part of the show, please check out our website at www.dirtytalkofficial.com. We welcome all sexualities regardless of your sexual experience. If you would like to be an audience member only, please get in touch the same way. Like and subscribe on all social media platforms.